So hey guys, just finished Dead Rising 2 a little bit ago. Yeah, so this is one of those other newer games that just came out recently that for some reason gameplay they feel the need to send me all these new releases, you know. So I've gone through Force Unleashed 2, I've gone through Fable 3, I've gone through Dead Rising 2 now, and Storm 2, Call of Duty Black Ops, and I think that's it so far. But oh, and Halo Reach just came out not too long ago too. Yeah, so Fallout's next, by the way. Yeah, so Dead Rising 2. This game came at a bad time when I started playing it, because for one, I was just like 2 or 3 days into Black Ops, so I kind of had an urge to want to play that, but I couldn't. You know, I had to do Dead Rising. So Dead Rising 2. I don't know. There's not a simple way to say it, but it had a lot of flaws. Like, I'll get to that. But first off, let me talk about the stuffs. You know. All right. Now, first off, you're gonna notice this game is scary as shit. Not because there's zombies, and not because you're alone, but you have to achieve so much within like a time period that it's crazy. Like, you can't get stuck fighting too many zombies at once, and you gotta get to that survivor before he leaves you. And if he leaves you, then you're gonna be like, fuck you. So, pretty much, if you're a completionist, kinda, maybe you just have like an urge to do stuff, it's gonna fuck with you a little bit. You'll probably want to reload your save, and eventually you'll find a nice pathway to get all your goals done. And there's only like 7 or 8 chapters, so there really aren't that many side quests. A lot of them are pretty basic. It's usually run to this area, talk to the survivor. Usually they follow you immediately. Sometimes they'll be like, go help me, go get this, go find this person, bring them to me, stuff like that. But yeah, so it's really not that bad. You just have to go find minor things. But I don't know what people are saying. A lot of people said the AI would get stuck behind shit, and that never happened to me. The only thing they would get stuck behind is zombies, because zombies would grab their ass. And I usually be like a little ways ahead, so I'd come back and shoot their ass and shit, get them out of there. But yeah, so I don't know. The whole it's interesting. Like, it's something you don't see in a lot of games, where you're on like a nice timeline and you have to finish stuff. And like, it gets pretty intimidating when like one of your quests goes in the red mode or whatever, because you know that quest is gonna be gone pretty soon. You gotta get it done with. So usually you gotta go own it up, go do that, bring them back. It's not bad at all. It's interesting. That's probably my favorite thing about this game. Atmosphere, yeah, the atmosphere is awesome. I don't know. I love being in like areas with not many people, and like, you know, just kind of like exploring a place that would normally be populated. You know, it has that like abandoned feeling. It's sweet. But yeah, like, I don't know. Just the psychopaths are fucking awesome, and you can see why they're fucked up. And there's always that fear of, you know, like, maybe when I'm running into this area, maybe like I'll fight a random psychopath. But that was the thing I hate about the first game, is you would do that. You would go into like a store by accident, and like cutscene would trigger. You're like, oh shit, fuck. Then you would be half health fighting a boss out of nowhere. You'd get your dick ripped off, and that was usually the end of that. But this game, they either give you quests to tell you where the psychopaths are, which is awesome. I love that. Or they what do you call it? Or they will pretty much just kind of put an area like you can engage. Like, okay, there's this mascot, right? And in order to trigger him, you have to look at this dead mascot on the ground. It's like a girl mascot. So when you talk to this mascot or examine it, basically this this mascot dude who's like, that was like his wife or something who died, so he's like freaking out, and he wants to kill you. I don't really remember why he wants to kill you. Oh, I think it was because he thinks you're a zombie and zombies killed her or whatever. But they each have their motives, and you gotta like stop their ass and shit. But each boss fight, and not just boss fights in general, but everything in this game, there's always a good theme for everything. Every casino has a good theme, the pause menu has a good theme, boss fights have really good themes. They actually have lyrics, which is something a lot of games never do, and that's badass. But yeah, a lot of them are just heavy rock with lyrics, and There's like maybe one or two that don't have lyrics, but who cares? But the casinos, man, that's where it's at. You got some nice 8-bit going. You know, it's really nice, you know? And, I don't know. I mean, just the music in general is really good. Alright, so let me get to my biggest complaint, definitely the bosses. Like I said, some of the bosses are really awesome, but a lot of them are fucking unbalanced like shit, okay? Like, you'll fight a boss that you can stun, alright? He'll get put onto his knees and you can wail on him like 8 times, take his halfway down his health bar. And that fucking owns him, right? That's too easy. Then you get boss fights where the chef, for example, he has an instant lock-on move that can like be thrown across the room, hit you, does like 2 damage. And this is early in the game, remind you. So basically, this guy, he like charges you, and a lot of the bosses have predictable patterns. They'll charge you, they'll attack you, you dodge, you wail, run, and then they chase you, or they'll try to go get healed because they have healing items all over their arena. So usually when they run for their healing item, you shoot them, stun them, whatever. Then they run at you again, dodge, hit him. But that guy, though, he fucking... You'll do that, right? But then he'll just, like, start wailing randomly at you, and it's all spastic and shit. But, yeah, some of the boss fights are really easy. Some of them are pretty difficult. They're just unbalanced and shit. Second one, I guess I could really say, these two are kind of together. The story is not really told well. Like, it's okay, but they don't really share many details. Like, what are all the other survivors doing when you're doing your thing? And like, okay, like fucking Stacy, like, what's her whole role? I figured she'd be a main character or something, but no, she just sits in there and watches your daughter, talks to you on the radio occasionally. But I don't know, it just seems pretty stupid that they don't really give many details to anyone. There's like no backgrounds besides Chuck's wife gets killed apparently or something, and his daughter got bitten. I think that was about the only background. They do mention Frank West and Isabella a lot, but not a lot, but occasionally. And the story is short. I don't think I said it in the beginning, but it took me around 10 hours maybe. I wasn't keeping track of this game. It was one of those games I felt like playing for fun. But I'd say it was definitely under 15 hours because I did play a couple of online matches and grind a couple of achievements off. Oh, by the way, the achievements suck in this game. They're fucking ridiculous. Yeah, it was like 4 sessions also. Another complaint is they should have made... Okay. This game has a lot of collection achievements, right? Like, pick up every melee item, use every melee item, pick up every ranged weapon, combine every weapon together. And, like, they just had all of these achievements. Like, go into every store, fucking... use every novelty item on a zombie. There should have been a checklist for this shit, you know? Instead, they fucking make you have to go find a user-made guide and basically just check it off yourself as you go through the game, which is kind of an asshole move on Capcom. I mean, even the map, they could have at least, for like stores you've been in, they could have like colored it green or something. It would have been perfect. But they said, "Fuck you, we're going lazy on this bitch." But yeah, in the end, I can't really say anything good about this game. Like, it was fun as a rental and like a short game, but I want more from my games, especially from zombie games. Like, I need a good story, I need good characters, funny characters, serious characters. But definitely rent this game or buy it when it's $20 in a few months.